We're back with Diary Chunk, and we're starting out with some Tormented Demons for combat achievement, and then their first collection log, the Tormented Synapse.
Collection log.
Even though the Purging Staff is a best in slot item, I decided to make the bow instead, for an easier grind for the next two synapses.
The collection log.
And then next up was the Cathexian Teleport. I then decided to test out the Scorching Bow over at Scotizo, and this is before the Summer Sweep was changed, as I didn't want to use the Arc Light at the eyes before getting the Ember Light, which, if you don't know, the Ember Light one-shots the eyes, while other weapons need to deal 100 damage to each of them. This one fight took about 7 minutes due to the tankiness. Then I quickly reset my stats at the new Jad challenge and tried it again. Scotizo Adept for 5kc. While constantly running from the spawns and taking no damage, Demon Evasion. Back at the Tormented Demons, 92 ranged, as well as 94 attack. Over at Brutal Dragons, I got some Dragon Plate Legs. Scurrius Adept at 10kc.
The collection log.
And with 25kc in the Scurrius Spine, which I promptly made into the staff for the Sid Rat combat achievement. 92 magic and efficient pest control. I got 82 crafting for black D-hide pants. 90 wood cutting. And while I was AFKing some trees at work, I got my first pet. The beaver dropped, and I'm so sorry for Hannibal, a supreme chunker that went nearly 13 times the amount of XP that I went for this. And skilling pets aren't even a task for extreme chunkers. I took the fox whistle I kept and not expecting to ever see a use for it, and then I transformed the beaver into the fox. And then I returned to Scotizo to get a kill with the Rune Crossbow and got the combat achievement for not using any Demon Bane weaponry. 93 ranged. I then went back to Scurrius for some more spines to make the bow and mace as well. Next up was 76 Hunter, 77, 78 and 79 Hunter in the same day. 97 hit points, 84 defense, 93 magic, all its Scurrius. 86 agility, so it can use the Calphite Queen shortcut. 92 fletching. I then took on the Chat challenge. And the first one took 4 minutes and 32 seconds with the Scorching Bow. So I'm gonna return later for the other ones. 95 attack. 80 Hunter. And the first collection log over at Scotizo at 27kc, Scotus, my first bossing pet. It's quite common at 1 in 65, but I still got spooned quite a bit. I then went and did all of the clues. After a bunch of clue juggling, I managed to get one additional hard clue from the Scotizo kills. But I first got a demon feat from the beginners, and then the hard clue gave me Gothic's Quaff, Red D-hide Chaps G, and a Heraldic 5 helm. 86 prayer. And after some Hellhounds, the third casket,
collection log.
a Sarah page. I then went over and did some Giant Mole for avoiding those little arms. Giant Mole Novice and the Champion combat achievements. 81, 82, 83 Hunter. And while getting some mossy keys, I got a 1 in 10,000 Dragon Spear drop. And then over at Seracnus, 10 KC means Seracnus Novice, and the Exec at 25 KC, Seracnus Champion. I then went and got the Black D-Hide body from Brutal Black Dragons. I also upgraded my melee with buying the Obsidian Shield and Obsidian Plate body. The plate body is best in slots, the shield is not. But I still need to gather them both for collection logs from the Tazar page. After handling these bones, 75 construction, which means that I can finally go to the POH and build a spirit tree, which allows me to go over to Prifdenness. And I start with buying a crystal shield. I rake 2 allotments of flower and a crystal tree patch, never to be raked again, as I have them disabled from Typharm. I then reverted the shield into a seed, traded the seed for an acorn and planted the tree. I will buy hundreds of the shields for farming XP since I don't really have a great way to otherwise get the 99 farming cape. I then gave the regular gauntlet a go. With a minute left in the prep phase, I went in, and for some reason I wasn't using offensive prayers. I messed up the first attack switch. And not even a quarter of the way through the first fight, he turned off my prayer and I died already. And next attempt I immediately get stomped on, and at a third of the kill I finally turned on offensive prayers, only to turn them off as soon as the tornado spawned. I then took another hit of prayer, a tornado, a 0 of prayer, into a floor tile, a panic click into another floor tile, and then 2 more 0s of prayer before taking him down this time. I'm gonna have to learn this boss quite a bit better before I can greenlog it. I went back and got 85 defense, and later on died during that attempt. I then got the Wolf Puncher due to not finding both demi-bosses in time. And another close kill got me Gauntlet Veteran at 5 KC. Next up was the Crystalline Warrior for tier 3 armor and Agnial Diet for not using potions. After a good few kills I got 3-2-1 range for not messing up the prayers, and Gauntlet Master at 20 KC. I'm gonna end this episode with 6 keys to look for the Dragonstone armor set. And the next episode will be the Corrupted Gauntlets. See you in the Red Prison.